If you want to rent the house in Australia, there are basically 4 steps. First step is you have to search for the property. Next step is you have to register for the inspection for the property. Then third step is you have to submit the application for the property. And last step is you have to make the payments and then move in. So let us start with the first step, how to search for the properties. So when you are searching for the houses, you need to consider a few parameters. First one is budget. On realestate.com.au, you can filter properties based on budget. Then you also need to consider the suburb, whether you want to live in CBD, like near city area, or in outer suburbs. Then you need to also think about how many bedrooms you need. If you have a small family, then you can think about 2 bedroom. If you have kids, 2 kids, 3 kids, like that, you can consider for a 3-bed house or 4-bedroom house. Then you also need to think about number of bathrooms. You can filter based on all these parameters on realestate.com.au. Another important factor that you need to consider while searching for the houses is gas and electricity connection is available or not. Some of the properties in Brisbane do not have gas connections, only electricity connection is available. But uh, we as Indians prefer cooking on gas, so you need to consider this thing while searching for the properties. And another important thing is what type of property you want to rent. So there are basically 3 types of properties. First one is apartment. So just like in India, we have got housing societies, we have got apartments or Baru corporate here. So this is one type property that you can rent. Then standalone house. This you will usually found in outer suburbs. And another type of house that you can find is townhouse. You can also find the reviews about a specific suburb on this website, homely.com.au, or there you will find reviews of the actual people who are living over there in that suburb. So here you can see that on realestate.com.au, you can click on rent thing if you want to rent the property, and you can type the suburb here you want to search the property. Then you can also put other criteria like how many bedrooms you want, what is the budget, then availability date. And apart from that, there are lots of other criteria as well. So once you, let's say I want to search for 2-bed, once you click on search, you can see that there is more refinements button, and if you just expand, there are lots of other things. Once you found the property, next step is you have to register for the inspection. Let us see how to register for the inspection. Without inspection, you cannot apply for the property. So registration for the inspection is very important. And sometimes registrations is not available. For example, over here you can say that for this property, the registration is open on Tuesday 23rd of April, but for this property 4420 Sandflex Street, Dara, there is no registration available right now, or the inspections available right now. So in that case, you can just find the contact of the agent and then call them or email them and find out when the property is gonna be available for the inspection. So here you can see that on the right hand side there is a contact number for the real estate agent which you can contact, and then they will let you know when the inspection times are available. But inspection time is available, then you can just click on the property and then click on register for the inspection. You might have to register on this website before you do that. So here you can see that open for the inspection time. So at the time of inspection, you have to be very careful. You have to look for small things like if internet connection is available, what kind of modem will be required. Some old houses have got old kind of connection, so you might need to buy adapters, so you need to check that. Then if a gas connection is there, electricity connection is available or not. You also need to check if there are any repairs that are required for the house. You also need to see how many parkings are available there, if ventilation is proper or not, windows have got proper mosquito nets or not, then what kind of kitchen amenities are there, like a dishwasher is there or not, chimney is there or not, exhaust fan we call it, then what kind of furniture is included. And also a very important thing, if you do not have car, then you also need to ensure that your house is located nearby shopping centers and public transportation as well. If you like the property after inspection, then you can submit the rental application. So let us see what documents are required for submitting the rental application. After inspection, if you like the property, then you can submit the rental application. Multiple people submit the rental application, so if you like the house, do not wait for anything to submit the application. Submit the application as soon as possible. And what kind of documents are required for rental application submission is here is the list. You might need a driving license, salary slips, tax return acknowledgement, current address proof, bond refund document. This is required if you have got previous rental history, then rent ledger, Medicare bank statement, car registration certificate, birth certificate, agent references of previous two addresses as well. The last step is you have to make the payments. Let us see what kind of payments you have to make before you move into the new property. Last step is making payments. So there are mainly two types of payments that you need to make before you collect the key. First one is the bond payment, which is generally 4 weeks rent amount. Let us say the rent amount is say 400 weekly. Then $1,600 you will have to pay as a bond amount, and also rent amount over the first couple of weeks might have to be paid if you want to collect the key. And key can be collected only on the day when the lease is commencing. Also, it is advised that you plan your move on weekdays and not public holidays or weekends. If you have more questions on this, let me know through the comments. Thanks for watching this video.